Okay, so a handful of months ago, I bought 3 cocktail tables. I pulled them out of some guy's shed. It was assumed that they didn't work at all. One of them you've seen. I turned it into Galaga. It had the Galaga control panels and everything. Guts were kind of, so I just yanked everything and put an aftermarket board in and a monitor. So one of the other ones is a Gorf. It has one control panel. It's missing one of the control panels. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. The third one, I wasn't really sure what it was. I thought it might have been a Turtles by Stern. It's a Stern cabinet. And the screen burn-in looked kind of like the Turtles display, like the layout of it. So that was the next one I was going to work on. We pulled it out of storage and I put it in the workshop, and it looked all wired up and it looked fine. So I turned it on. So the monitor has horizontal collapse, but I got a line out of it, and it looked like the game booted up. But I don't know what game it is because there's no markings on any of this stuff. It only had a single 4-way joystick. There were no buttons except for start buttons. So I wasn't really sure what it was. So a friend of mine loaned me, which I actually ended up buying because it's kind of a cool little thing. It's an LCD. It's a 17 or a 19-inch LCD monitor that has CGA input. So I can plug this right into some old machines if I wanted, just for testing and stuff. So I had that. We plugged it in, and this is what happened. And I got to find out what the mystery machine was because it's been eating me up. Like I've known that it worked for a little while, but I haven't had a chance to look to figure out what it was. So this is what the mystery machine was. All right, plug that in. Flip this around. Temporary. I have no idea what's in this. So. If this monitor works, which I think it is, when I plug this in, we'll find out what it is. Because I have no idea. I know it boots, but the monitor's out. Oh, crap. Maybe it's... Oh, wait a minute. It might be hooped. Whoa!
Whoa!
It's Miss Pac-Man! Awesome! One other thing that we're doing, I had mentioned that we had ordered this, but I wasn't going to tell you what it was. So it arrived the other day. This is a freeze dryer. So we've got our own freeze dryer. We're working on this back area and getting this all set up so that we can be food safe and everything. Little sink for washing hands and another sink for doing dishes and everything. But yeah, so we're cleaning all this up so we'll be able to be food safe and we'll be able to do freeze-dried stuff. We got in a new drink fridge. That means that we can move our counter. We're going to move that. We're basically going to pick it up, we're going to slide it over, and we're going to put it right here by the door. And then these machines are going to go kind of over in this area someplace. That's the plan. Yeah. Got another new little machine in. It's a Williams Motor Race USA. And you're like a motorcycle and you drive around. I'm going to run into this guy. I kill you. Ah! So I got the new guns for Terminator. That's one of them. That is not one of them. When they arrived, I messed around with it, and it was kind of a crap show because this gun was actually not recognized. It was showing up as missing. So that was the first one I replaced. And I plugged it all in, and I still kept getting gun missing, and messed with a whole bunch of stuff, plugged guns in different locations and everything. Then that first new gun that I tried always came up gun missing. So I popped in this other new gun in that location and it worked fine. So during kind of the messing around with it, one of the guns work, one of the new guns works, one of the new guns does not work. And I talked to the company that sold them to me, and he said that actually what can happen is that there's a camera here that actually sees the IR emitters that are up here. And So the camera sits here, there's a short cable and it plugs in somewhere like right around here. He says sometimes in shipping that will come unplugged just because it's kind of a tight fit in there. So I'm gonna crack the gun open maybe tomorrow and reseat it and see if that doesn't fix the problem. And then if not, then I guess they'll send me a new gun or something. I don't know. I also got new IR emitter. I need to fix the lights on this. They're out. The lights on him are out, and then the whole marquee lights are out. I need to find out what's going on with that. I don't know if it ever worked, now that I think about it. Anyway, so up along there are 10 IR emitters. I did a video on that about playing around with those. I have 5 new ones, so I'm going to take some of those out. I think I'm going to take all 4 corners out, replace them with new ones. Then all of the ones that I pulled from there, I have new IR diodes, and I'm going to try and refurbish the ones that I've got, because I think the biggest problem with those is that they're on all the time, and because this one doesn't have the hack that turns them off when gameplay isn't happening. So I think that the IR emitters have just dimmed or failed entirely. So I have some new ones. I'm going to replace them. I didn't want to do that before and have the chance of actually blowing up one of those and wrecking it. So now that I've got 5 spares, I'll be able to play around with that. I'll probably do a video on that, or a little bit about that. If it works, then I'll film it, and if it works, then I'll publish a video. How about that? I got these Govy light curtains. There's 3 panels up there. They're pretty cool. I thought you could do other things with it, but the animations and stuff you can do are a little limited unless there's something I'm missing. You can apparently upload animated GIFs, and that works, but I've been unsuccessful doing that. So I just made a few little things like this. So that's basically a real quick update. I don't know when I'm gonna get the Miss Pac-Man thing running, and I'm kind of on the fence. I really wanted a Donkey Kong, so I might actually just pull that board and everything and put in, because it's not an original Miss Pac-Man cabinet, so I don't really care. But I might actually pull that board and everything and just make a Donkey Kong or something with, use a 16-1 board, use a 4-way joystick, 2 buttons, because then I can do Donkey Kong, I could do Quicks. I really want to get a Quicks going, and people have asked about a Donkey Kong, so yeah, well, we'll see. Still no word on locations. A couple of new places have popped up. We're gonna go and look at those next week probably, and we'll see. I don't know how viable they are yet. I know one is kind of big and it's kind of expensive. Well, we'll see. But so that's my update for now, and great. See you later.